In the enigmatic and mystical realms of Slavic mythology, where gods and spirits walked among the forests and rivers of ancient Eastern Europe, there resided a deity of profound significance and complex nature, Veles, the god of earth, waters, and the underworld. His story, woven into the fabric of Slavic folklore and pagan rituals, offers a fascinating glimpse into a world where the natural and the supernatural were inextricably linked, and where the boundaries between life, death, and rebirth were as fluid as the rivers he ruled over. The ancient Slavic world and the emergence of Veles. The Slavic peoples, spread across a vast territory extending from the dense forests of the north to the fertile plains of the south, shared a rich tapestry of myths and legends. Central to these were their deities, who personified the forces of nature and the complexities of human existence. Among these was Veles, a god whose domains encompassed the very essence of the natural world and the mysterious realms beyond mortal understanding. Veles was a deity of contrasts and contradictions. As the lord of the earth, he was associated with the riches beneath the soil, the plants and the animals, the minerals and the life-giving waters. He was the protector of cattle, a symbol of wealth and prosperity in agrarian societies, and was often depicted as a horned god, a representation of his dominion over the animal kingdom. Veles and the sacred waters. As the god of waters, Veles held sway over all the aquatic realms. He was the master of rivers, lakes, and seas, his influence extending to every stream and every drop of rain. In the Slavic imagination, water was not just a life-sustaining resource, but a gateway to other worlds, a fluid medium through which the boundaries between the natural and the supernatural could be traversed. Veles' connection to water was also symbolic of his role as a deity of the underworld. Water, with its flowing, ever-changing nature, was seen as a metaphor for the journey of the soul after death, a passage from the world of the living to the mysterious hereafter. In this aspect, Veles was envisioned not as a fearsome ruler of the dead, but as a guide, leading souls to their final resting place and ensuring the continuity of the cycle of life and rebirth. The underworld realm of Veles. The underworld, in Slavic mythology, was not a place of punishment but a realm of transformation and renewal. As the god of this domain, Veles was intimately associated with the processes of decay and regeneration. He presided over the decomposition of the physical body and the liberation of the spirit, overseeing the eternal cycle of death and rebirth. This association with the underworld also lent Veles a certain ambiguity in the Slavic pantheon. He was revered as a bringer of wealth and fertility, yet also feared for his power over death and the unknown. In some myths, he was depicted as a challenger to the supreme god Perun, representing the earthly and chthonic forces in opposition to the celestial and divine. This cosmic struggle between Veles and Perun was a fundamental motif in Slavic mythology, symbolizing the eternal balance between the different aspects of nature and existence. Veles in the lives of the ancient Slavs. Veles' influence permeated every aspect of ancient Slavic life. He was invoked in agricultural rituals to ensure bountiful harvests and in cattle rites to protect and increase livestock. His presence was felt in the quiet of the forests, the depth of the lakes, and the dark recesses of the earth. The worship of Veles was characterized by a deep respect for the natural world and an acknowledgement of the cycle of life, death, and renewal. Temples and sacred spaces dedicated to him were often located near bodies of water or in the heart of the forest, places where his presence was most palpable. The legacy of Veles, a reflection on Slavic spirituality. Veles' enduring legacy in Slavic culture is a testament to the ancient Slavs' profound connection to the natural world and their nuanced understanding of the cycle of life. In a world where survival was closely tied to the rhythms of nature, Veles represented the vital forces that governed existence. His domains of earth, water, and the underworld encompassed the full spectrum of the natural and supernatural, making him one of the most multifaceted deities in Slavic mythology. The worship of Veles was not just an expression of fear or reverence towards the forces of nature, but also a celebration of the interconnectedness of all things. He embodied the idea that life and death, growth and decay, prosperity and loss are all part of a grand, continuous cycle. This understanding fostered a worldview in which humans were an integral part of nature, subject to the same eternal laws and capable of experiencing the divine in the world around them. Veles and the Slavic folklore tradition. Veles left an indelible mark on the folklore and cultural traditions of the Slavic peoples. Tales of his exploits, his battles with Purin, and his role as the guardian of the underworld are woven into the fabric of Slavic folklore, passed down through generations in oral and, later, written form. In these stories, Veles often appears as a cunning and resourceful figure, using his wits to navigate the challenges posed by other gods and by the human world. His shape-shifting abilities, often transforming into various animals or even trees, underscore his connection to the natural world and his mastery over the elements of earth and water. The revival of Veles in modern culture. In contemporary times, as interest in ancient mythologies and pagan traditions has experienced a resurgence, Veles has regained prominence as a symbol of natural wisdom and spiritual depth. He is celebrated in neo-pagan rituals, in literature, and in the arts, serving as an inspiration for those seeking a deeper connection with the natural world and its ancient mysteries. This modern revival of Veles underscores the timeless relevance of ancient myths and the enduring need for stories and symbols that connect us to the larger forces of the universe. In a world increasingly disconnected from nature, Veles serves as a reminder of our ancestral bond with the earth, the waters, and the cycles of life and death. A homage to Veles. In the grand narrative of Slavic mythology, Veles stands as a powerful and enigmatic figure, a god who embodies the profound mysteries of nature and the human spirit. His story, spanning the realms of earth, water, and the underworld, is a vivid tapestry of life, death, and rebirth, reflecting the eternal cycle that governs all existence. As we contemplate the legacy of Veles, we are reminded of the awe and reverence our ancestors held for the natural world and its divine guardians. In the rustling leaves of the forest, the flowing currents of the river, and the silent depths of the earth, the spirit of Veles lives on, whispering ancient truths and guiding us towards a deeper understanding of our place in the cosmos. Let us honor Veles, not just as a deity of a bygone era, but as a symbol of the eternal and ever-renewing cycle of life. In his story, we find a profound connection to the earth, the waters, and the mysterious realms beyond, a connection that transcends time and space, reminding us of the enduring power of myth and the unbreakable bond between humanity and the natural world. Veles, the Lord of Earth, waters, and the underworld, remains a potent symbol of our shared heritage and our timeless quest for meaning in the great dance of existence.
Did you know? The subscribe button is like the library's version of a chocolate chip cookie. Every time you hit it, a book on a library shelf gets an extra sprinkle of fairy dust. So, if you enjoyed this video and want to sprinkle some magic, don't forget to like and subscribe to our library channel.